let these guys light the beam, and you're going to have to stand there and watch it.
Fans live for games like this one.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Sacramento, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
For Los Angeles, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And now the Lakers starting group. Bobby Portis out there with Bridges. And it's Boomer. Then it's Williams. And it's Connect in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Kings, Smith is out there with Sabonis. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Carter. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So smooth. Fox is so good at repeating that stroke.
Williams finds Bridges. Now Connect. Cranes the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now here is Carter, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Good on the shot.
Flashing that creativity is so much fun watching Fox carve up defenses like this.
Here's Boone. Oh, good on the triple. Carter looking around. Off target with his 3. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here is Boomer, guarded by Fox. Boom. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Smith outside. Back to Fox. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Fox has got 7.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
And, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Boomer gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here is Smith. Really struggled in their loss against Utah. A pass to Fox. 5 on the clock. Carter for 3. Rebound by Williams. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. With the drive. Boomer, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. With his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA, thanks. Here is Boomer. Against Indiana, he was really on his game.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Kings. They trail by 3. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
So both teams changing it up here. Carter on the wing. Baruch defended by Bridges. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Marshall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here is Carter. Still scoreless.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here is Boomer. It's a 3-point game. Portis for 3. Drops in the tray.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Kings have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And here's Sabonis. Last time out he had 13 points. And it's Smith missing. There's the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lakers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Stewart's checked in for Sabonis. McMillan comes in for Smith. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Amir Coffey. And it's Mitchell in for Carter. The Lakers also changing it up. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Portis. And it's Connect in for Bridges. Fox looking it over. Fires top of the key. The rebound by Turner.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Out to the right wing. Turner with the screen for Connect. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now Fox. 7 points in the game. To stop the run. Misses the layup. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Will go for a different look here. Sabonis, he's checked in for Stewart. Smith comes in for McMillan. Amir Coffey's checked in for Fox. And it's Carter in for Mitchell. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Mikal Bridges out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Williams. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone at point. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Pacers was terrific. He scored 45 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the three ball. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
A capable shooter from all three levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
Pass to Coffey. Now here is Smith. Carter outside. Here's Coffey. Still yet to score. It's rebounded by Portis. Here is Boomer. Shoots. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Coffey. He's guarded by Boone. Pass to Coffey. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got 10.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
The Kings trailing. And here's Smith. Great D that time from Portis. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Harden. That one, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it's been fun watching them ball out, Shaq.
Even at this point, I'm not sure there's a unanimous choice. Makes it tough on the voters. Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
It's good, too.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Gotta like what Boomer has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention: carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
De'Aaron Fox out there with Carter. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Smith. Here is Boomer. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Kings have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And Los Angeles guys shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got 12. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside, Fox. Carter sets the pick for Fox. And the 3 off target.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Connect with it. 8 points for him. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Jabari Smith.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's Connect. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Driving in. Shot clock at 5. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside, Sabonis. Back to Carter. Out to Smith. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Boomer. Fires from deep. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Smith outside. Sabonis with the ball. Now Fox. They need this. Sacramento again missing. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Boom. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Bridges, no one around him. Great look there, but off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 7. Chops one in from the wing. Fox has got 9. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Boomer the pass to Williams. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Boone. Boomer's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
The Kings trail by 9. Carter outside. Fox finds Sabonis. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 5. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bridges has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Fox. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists in the game. 40 seconds left in the third. Here is Boomer. He's got 20. And that one, good. Boomer's got 22 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here is Smith. Out to Carter. Sabonis sets the pick for Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the steal. Here's Connect. Guarded by Fox. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 10.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And he nails the third. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers ahead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made?
Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Williams. Portis is out there with Bridges. It's Boomer. And it's Connect in at the shooting guard. Carter kicks to Fox. Back to Carter. Pass to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. With his first shot attempt. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 15-point game. And Fox gets it to go.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Here is Boomer, defended by Carter. Boom. Banked in off the glass. Boomer's got 24 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Boomer's got 16 points here in the second half.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
The Kings trail by 16. Outside, Fox launches it. Another miss by Fox.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
There's a minute 40 left in the game. Los Angeles leading by 18. Here is Boomer. Releases. Again, the Lakers.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Boomer.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Hey, who's watching now?
Back to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
One of the best passing bigs in the league. You can run your offense through Sabonis. He makes great decisions.
Pass to Boomer. Carter pulls it in. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Smith. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
Look, I played with his old man and Smith Jr. Hey, that looked just like him there on that jump shot.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Rebound by Smith. And here are the Kings now. They trail by 18. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And we'll see you next time.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Ivy. He's out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Jovic in at the 5, down low. And for the Lakers, they've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. Williams is out there with Connect, and it's Boomer in at the point. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now Ivy, pass to Law. Here's Jovic. Ivy outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Cardinal missing. Here's Boomer. Right side, Williams lets the 3 fly on target from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Ivy with the ball, coming off a 31-point game. Pass to Jovic. Here's Law. Schroeder finds Ivy. Over Connect. 6 on the shot clock. Ivy's shot is off. Here's Boomer. Misses the 3. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it. While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times, had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Here's Ivy, following the score by Los Angeles. No good, a bit long that time.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Here's Boomer. Drains the triple. Boomer's got 6.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Christopher, he's checked in for Brooklyn. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You take a look at the Nets, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise. Here's Law, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Now here's Ivy. 6 to shoot. Over Connect. A nice shot by Ivy.
You know, Ivy wants to get to the rim. but good judgment taking what's there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Kings played some superb basketball. He came away with 34 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. He had his fingerprints on every part of the game. We'll see how he's able to impact things tonight, Brian.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And there's the screen. And here's Ivy from the arc. It's hauled in by Portis.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
It's Bridges on the wing. Outside, Williams to the paint. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 8. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
So both teams making some changes here. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Kolek. There's a screen by Marshall. From the arc. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Nets have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Here's Cardinal. Outside Jones. And here's Ivy. Boomer pulls it in.
I'll tell you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Cardinal with the bucket.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Right side Vanderbilt. Here's Kolek. There's a screen by Marshall. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
It could go. He's off on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Los Angeles up 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Both teams changing it up here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And here the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Boomer. Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. Then it's Williams. And it's Boomer in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Pass to Bridges. There's a minute 59 left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. He gets it in there. Boomer's got 10 points in the game.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition. That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
Nets trail by 5. And here's Thomas. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Pass to Christopher. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Christopher's got 5 points in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
It's Bridges on the wing. Portis a screen. Unloads. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Christopher. Jones from outside. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Boomer passes to Williams. For 3, Bridges. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey, everybody. Halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on. Let me write that down. And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Los Angeles leading by 7. On the floor for the Nets. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Law in at the 4. Buries it from 3. Boomer's got 16 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Up top, Schroeder. No made baskets yet.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Pass to Bridges. 4-3. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 13.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Outside Schroeder. Here's Jovic. Here's Law, defended by Portis, with the fadeaway, and Law gets it to go. Law's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Here's Boomer. He's got 16. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Knocks it down from distance.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Ivy. Outside Schroeder. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Schroeder's got his first 3 points of the game.
You love the no hesitation from Dennis Schroeder. Just catch fire and let it go.
Here's Boomer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. And here's Ivy from the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that.
On offense, here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-5 run. And that one's good. Connect.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Schroeder. Pass to Ivy. From downtown. The Lakers with a rebound. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Boomer. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Law. Now here's Ivy. He's guarded closely. Now Schroeder. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. The Lakers lead by 19. Here's Boomer. He's got 22. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And here's Ivy from the arc. Rebound, the Lakers.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Schroeder. Oh, they pick off the pass. Bridges passes to Boomer. Portis outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Portis has got his first points of the night.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Brooklyn calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Nets trail by 21. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Thomas. Defense is right there. Pass to Roy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Knocks down the long J. Jones has got 5.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
He is the story for them offensively, and a big reason why they're ahead.
Five ticks left in the third quarter. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
Off the inbound pass. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Left side Schroeder. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Mikal Bridges is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Williams, then it's Connect, and it's Boomer in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Here's Ivy, and that one good.
And just active inside. Ivy's a guard who's more at home around the hoop, not the three-point line.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Boomer can't get it to go.
Well, he's got to be embarrassed for attempting that one. You got to think twice about that next time.
Jack's up at 3. Ivy's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Pass to Boomer for 3. Nails it from 3. Boomer's got 14 points here in the second half.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Timeout Nets. .157 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Law, defended by Portis. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 15. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. Boomer's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Ivy from the arc. The long distance 3 is buried.
Continuing to improve his jumper. Ivy's teammates encourage him to take shots like that.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Bridges outside. Pass to Portis. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Lakers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but their complete dominance is rare. They have redefined greatness.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what would be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Boomer.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Connect outside. And Los Angeles, another 3. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Another day, another win. Good work. Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been right.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Coming up next, the Lakers taking on the Nuggets. For the Lakers, the best win percentage in the league. They've got talent. They've got coaching. They've got everything you need to compete for a title. Nuggets, Lakers, the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out west. 4 games left on the schedule here. You take a look at Los Angeles. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close on the postseason. And, of course, Denver, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, you know, for the Nuggets, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Bridges. Connect out there with Boomer. Then it's Williams. And it's Portis in at the 4 slot. And for the Nuggets, Clint Capella is out there with Jokic. Then there's Allen. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Allen finds Jokic. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Here is Boomer. Can't cash in from close range. Now here's Allen. Not a lot of room. Now Capella. Pass to Strother. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Rebound by Williams. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Stan, they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Capella with a screen on Bridges. Here's Brown. Bridges with some nice defense.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Boomer gets the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the left side wing. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Strother, no good. The Lakers in the lead. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Boomer gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Capella. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And they get it. And that one's good. Strother's got his second basket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Capella. No scoring in this one. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Pass to Allen. Clock at 6. Over Boone. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Allen, that's good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. 1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Boone. Here he goes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Brown. After the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Strother. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these teams were in two completely different categories last year, but hopefully the season series this year is much more competitive.
And here is Murray after the three-pointer from Boone. Brown the pass to Murray. And the layup is good.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
To the wing on the left. And Marshall kicks to Boone. Here's the three. And another three for the Lakers.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Connect. Miles Turner out there with Jared Vanderbilt. It's Boomer, and it's Marshall in at the three. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Nets had a huge game. He had 34 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. He completely took over that game with his play. We'll see what he does this time around, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Beyond the arc, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 14. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. The Nuggets with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
That one good for two.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now. Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Boomer the pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. He's covered by Murray. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Here's Brown. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. 21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Here's Brown, and again Denver with the triple.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Here is Boomer. 26 points for him. Connect. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Murray, good.
And the mid-range seeming effortless for Murray. He's got a touch that makes that shot a good option for him.
Good on the bucket. Boomer's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Murray the pass to Brown. Murray outside. Now, here's Jokic. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here's Jokic. Here's Brown. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Here is Boomer. With 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. Back to the action in just a minute.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up? And some good races going on in the conference. Who do you think would win a race between the three of us?
I might have to put my money on you, Ernie. The Jet is more like a city bus these days. Plus, he doesn't know how to run through the tape. Get it?
Yeah, I might be a city bus or I might be a prop plane, but I got still pretty spring in his legs there, youngster. I tell you, still got some spring in them.
Thanks, Gramps. I think Shaq's right. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points inside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Lakers leading by 18. They've got Nikola Jokic. Clint Capella is out there with Allen. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got his second bucket.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Pass to Boomer. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. To the inside, here's Strother. And rebounded by Connect.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
On the wing, Williams. Connect with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Hey, watch him.
Here's Strother. Bangs home the trifecta. Crowther's got 8 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Boomer gets the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's Allen on the wing, guarded by Boone. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Boomer. Los Angeles leading by 20. Driving to the basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Boomer's got 35.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Pass to Strother. A three-pointer off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Boone. Jokic crap. The miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Yep, that one goes.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for the Lakers. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Portis. And it's Marshall in for Connect. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Will it go? Murray, no good. Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Jackson. He has yet to score. Charge inside. Turner covering. And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And the first one drops. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Boomer. Shot clock at 6. And another one falls. Amazing.
Once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
Here's Brown. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brown's got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Los Angeles, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Now it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth, we've got Caleb Martin. He's out there with Turner, and it's Boone at the point guard position. Murray, the pass to Tucker. Outside for Murray. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the layup.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Here's Boone. Oh, it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And he dunks it down.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Cooper the pass to Murray. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. No good with the triple.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Boomer, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Denver. Pass to Sharch. In the corner, Murray with it. Low block shot on the way. And here's Jackson. Out to Sharch. Murray for 3. Good on the triple.
And operating off the ball. Credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
Boomer the pass to Marshall. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Kolek. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Kolek has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Murray outside. Pass to Tucker. Murray with it. So, Greg, you played the point. And create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
It's Allen on the wing. Lets it go. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Right here.
Out to the right wing. Here's Kolek. Buries it from three-point range. Kolek has got 6 here in this quarter.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Boone. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Boomer.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Here's Boone. Off target from three-point range.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Allen surveying the D. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says...
Wins pay the bills, baby. Good teams win games like these.
We know MP came ready to play.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got Maxey. Hayden Watson is out there with Keegan Murray. And it's Longley in at the 5 spot. And for Los Angeles, Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. And it's Boomer in at the 1. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Pass to Christie. Outside Watson. It's hauled in by Portis. Here's Bridges. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so, too, are the results.
Now here's Watson to the inside. Maxey, that's good.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Maxey. 15 in his last outing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Both shots good from the stripe. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Boomer. Maxey covering.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game. You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Pass to Connect. Outside, Williams. Inside, here's Portis. And he makes it.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Now here's Watson. Here's Longley. 9 points for him in his last game. Maxey passes to Christie. The three-pointer off the mark. The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Step back shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Bridges has got 5 now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Murray. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. For three, Maxey nails it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got his second basket on the night.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout fourth year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Banked it in off the glass. He's got 7. 1:33 left in the first quarter of the game. It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Boomer. Maxey covering. Boomer passes to Bridges. From outside, off the mark. 76ers trail by 5. Three-pointer. And it's Watson missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's Ewing. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Six on the shot clock. Abdi outside. Puts up a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Boomer. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Here's Kolek. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Ewing. Pulls up. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Los Angeles up by 8. Let's take a quick break and then. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Peyton Watson, also Keegan Murray out there, and it's Longley in at the center position.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He dropped 50 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
76ers trail by 5. Pass to Christie. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Los Angeles making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Baldwin's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey passes to Watson. Lets it go. The Sixers with another miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Boomer. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
We've got 1:13 left in the second period. Outside Murray. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Just looking to establish himself inside, Murray forces the defense into a foul. And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
76ers trail by 9. Watson passes to Maxey. Outside Murray. Pass to Maxey. Rebounded by the Lakers. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Outside Murray. Watson with it. Marshall's there. A nice shot by Watson.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground. They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And here is Maxey from outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Los Angeles Lakers. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
A moment here for an injury report.
Well, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Philadelphia. In his analysis, an aggravation of that nagging shoulder tendonitis. Extremely painful. Nevertheless, determined to battle through it. As we see, guys, he's already checked back in.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, That's really a helpless feeling.
Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. Then it's Williams. And it's Boomer in at the point. That's the Laker 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Connect. The rebound by Maxey.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Good on the shot. Maxey's got 24.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they've been systematically taking down their opponents, piling up wins just like everyone thought they would. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Longley. Back to Maxey. Now Watson. The 3 is up. Christie's shot is off.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Sinks it from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And again, unable to change momentum here.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Maxey surveys. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Lakers.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Here's Boomer. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams are getting it done in their transition offense. The Lakers in second.
This team has been playing at a fast pace offensively, and it's worked out for them during this last month.
Here's Christie. No points yet. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Ewing. Goes back up. The rebound by Turner.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Fires in the triple.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Christie doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Avdia from outside connects from downtown. Avdia's got 6 points. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way.
Teams will make substitutions. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important Important adjustments here. The Lakers lead by 19. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. We've got Murray, also Peyton Watson out there, and it's Christie in at the shooting guard position.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Murray from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Bridges. And again, it's the Lakers.
Nice job measuring the defense right there. Bridges sensing separation and torching him off the dribble.
Here's Christie. Pass to Murray. And it's Connect with a rebound. Connect's got 4 rebounds now.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
For 3, Bridges. The rebound by Murray. The 76ers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Watson passes to Maxey. Pass to Longley. The 3-ball. That shot off. The Lakers lead by 23. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. Boomer's got 37.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Christie. Knocks down the 18-footer.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Down low. Here's Connect. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Outside Murray. Screen by Watson from behind the arc. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist from Maxey.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. So go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Boomer.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And it's Watson missing. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Boomer. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Christie. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual. New Orleans gets after it. Going to be a rowdy crowd out there.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Only 3 games until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the West will be won. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And checking out New Orleans, they're in 5th place.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And now the Lakers starting group. Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Connect. And it's Boomer. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for New Orleans, they've got DeJounte Murray. Nick Richards out there with Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Griffin in at the 2-guard spot. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now, Connect. Here's Boone. Drills it from outside. Boomer's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Williamson. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Williamson with it. Defended by Portis. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, Williamson, such a menace inside. It just doesn't matter what the defense is going to do there.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Boomer, no good. Pass to Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, we're talking about DeJounte Murray now. And, Brent, what do you like most about his game?
Well, I like the tenacity that DeJounte brings to a game. I really feel like he ramps himself up for the biggest moments and wants to make the plays at the end of the game, whether that's scoring the basketball, passing the basketball, but really overriding that is defensively wanting to be disruptive. So when you get a guy that competes at that high a level, that's what makes DeJounte Murray such an intriguing two-way player. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And here is Williamson. Playing Houston, he was nearly all the power on that throwdown.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Boone, and the three ball is good. Boomer's got his third bucket of the night.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Now here's Murray. He's tightly guarded. Steps back and shoots. To the wing right side. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Williamson's got 6 points. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against Philadelphia, played some huge minutes. He picked up 39 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Murray, no good. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Williamson after the basket by Los Angeles. Takes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Not much you're going to do with Zion that close.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here is Boomer, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. In third, the Lakers. The Pelicans, 4th.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Richards. He's checked in for New Orleans. Murray comes in for Julius Randle. The Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Rockets in Houston. Zion Williamson is out there with Clark. Then it's Nick Richards. Then it's White. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. Williamson in the post. Vanderbilt defending. And it's Williamson missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively. Making reads, understanding your opponents better. And I think Zion has suffered from those injuries taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now. Murray electric that time, playing above the rim.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Pass to Connect. Vanderbilt a screen on White. And Connect gets it to go. Connect's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
They set the pick. And it's Murray penetrating. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
The IQ showing up here as Murray uses that pick to get free.
Here is Boomer. He's covered by Murray. Bridges outside. The kick out to Williams. Offline with his 3. Pelicans trail by 5. White dishes to Williamson. Tries the spin move. Back to White. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Boone. Off target from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the call will go against Boomer. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Some changes for New Orleans. Julius Randle's checked in for Williamson. Trey Murphy comes in for Clark. And Griffin subbed in for White. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Lakers. Marshall comes in for Connect. Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Great court awareness by Murray, just whipping that pass right over to the wide open man.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Over in the corner, Marshall. Outside Portis. Pass to Boomer. Shoots the 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Murray with it. He has 6. Over Boone. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so we conclude the first half. Lakers lead by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. Next on the docket, power rankings. Fellas, let's see which teams are jostling for those top spots.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're in that number 1 spot for a reason, playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to beat right now, guys.
Going to take a lot to knock them out that top spot. Until then, this is their league.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, This one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So for the Lakers right now, Boomer out there with Connect. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Williams. And it's Portis in at the power forward position. It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
And that one's good, Williamson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Boone. The rebound by Richard.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Williamson looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right wing. Fires the 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That's his first foul.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Boone driving inside. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Outside Griffin. Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Over Boone. Murray, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me, and that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Griffin passes to Murray. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Richards, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. New Orleans making a switch here. Clark's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Vanderbilt's checked in for Bobby Portis. 5 to shoot. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
One tough customer, Bridges, fighting for the basket in close.
Murray looking around. Ball's knocked loose. Shot to stop the run. Williams with the defensive effort.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Boomer gets the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Vanderbilt against Williamson. To the paint. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Looking to get it going, and he overshot that one, missing. Lakers leading by 12. Here's Bridges. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
1:32 left to play here in the third. Pass to Messi. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
And he knocks it down. Good-looking three there from Boone. Boomer's got 23 points.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
From the arc, Griffin's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Right here. Marshall sets a screen for Bridges. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, you can add it to the list.
Griffin finds Randall. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Tries again. The rebound by Turner. Lakers leading by 18. Here's Boone. Buries the long-range jumper. Boomer's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Wide open look here for Murray. They get it back. Messi. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Lakers on top, running away with it. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Timeout called Pelicans. Gotta like what Boomer has done in this game.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Now Williamson. He takes it in, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
It's just so agile is Zion out there in those kind of plays, gutting through the defense and just finding lanes to rip through.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Griffin, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And stolen by Portis. Pass to Boomer from past the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Boomer's got 29 in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
There's the three. Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Griffin can't get it to go in. Lakers leading by 20. Pass to connect. Here is Boomer. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Richards. Richards got 5 rebounds tonight. Griffin kicks to Murray. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Boomer.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And Williamson gets it to go. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here is Boomer. He's covered by Murray. Boomer, no good. Bridges against Murray. And stolen by Williams. Here's Boone. Murray with the defensive effort. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Good job, MP. I see.